Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
In the red area, it's Moulton. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Give running right, it's Kamari. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost the fire on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's in open space downfield. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here's Underwood to throw. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Complete downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Underwood. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Moulton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Here's a give to Moulton. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running inside. It's Marshall. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The run to the left. Inside the 25. Maybe some room here. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback keeper. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throwing, Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Marshall. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Iowa sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That's caught. It's Diaz. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Trying play action. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Underwood. Punts it out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Play action with Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Buchanan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking for the score. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Firing to the right, complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. To the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Here's Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Marshall.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Again, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the Northwestern Wildcats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Back to pass. Here's the Heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He might want another play. Tight end now in motion. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds his tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable.
Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Underwood using the quick game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Bryce Underwood now improvising. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines. These guys are really hitting their stride, and we... push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Kamari again. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. And down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to escape and get it himself. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got his man. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Delivers the stiff arm. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll send the back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quickly complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for them.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got a 1st down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Going to try to get it himself. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Buchanan. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Trying to barrel in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Without It looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite.